Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about having an Aries Sun and Pisces Mars in a natal chart. Now, first off, with an Aries Sun, your basic fundamental character may be aggressive, assertive, forceful, courageous, and combative. Aries Sun may have strong vitality. Keep in mind, the Sun is exalted in Aries, and the Sun does have a connection with our vitality and energy. Yes, the ascendant is what dominates the physical body, the appearance. And the ascendant, I would say, is more strongly connected with the vitality than the Sun, but the Sun does play a role in that. Now, with Mars and Pisces, the energy level may be toned down to some degree. Pisces is not exactly known for, tremendous amount of energy. And Mars has a connection with physical energy, the person with Mars and Pisces, the person may be more passive and inclined to isolate oneself from confrontation a little bit more than the typical Aries Sun. And also to Aries Sun, the Sun is about our wants, our basic wants, and the Aries Sun may want to fight and to win and to emerge victorious. And Pisces Mars may often fight for the underdog. And again, Mars and Pisces may make the person a little bit less confrontational than the typical Sun and Aries person. The Pisces Mars, again, may fight for the underdog and also the less fortunate, the weak, and the passive, people that may have difficulty standing up for themselves or defending themselves. If the Sun makes a conjunction to Mars, now let's say, for example, if the Sun is at 1 degree Aries and Pisces Mars is at 29 degrees, that would form a conjunction. I do believe in out-of-sign conjunctions. There's some astrologers that don't believe in that. But I look at it like this. In this example, again, like if you have the Aries Sun at 1 degree and Pisces Mars is at 29 degrees, okay, you have a 2-degree difference in separation. There's still friction that exists between the planets, even though they are in different signs. So that's why I do believe in out-of-sign conjunction aspects in astrology. Now, again, if the Sun makes a conjunction to Mars, the energy level may be exorbitant. Aries Sun can have very high energy levels, but Pisces Mars can modify this a little bit. If you have the conjunction, the energy level could be pretty high, to say the least. And in the physique, and when Mars conjuncts the Sun, the physique may often be strong. Aries Sun, can be muscular anyway, but when you have the conjunction from the Sun to Mars, it could give an even stronger type of physique and build. So now another thing about this is that if you have the Sun conjunct Mars, sexual partners may play an integral role in the person's life. I understand that sexual partners can figure prominently in one's existence, regardless of astrological placements and positions, aspects, or what have you. But when you have the Sun making a conjunction to Mars, it may be even more pronounced and emphasized. And now, with Mars and Pisces, one or more sexual partners may actually be a Pisces Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or simply embody the characteristics of the sign. It could be those that are rather docile, passive, could be those that are sacrificing, altruistic, forgiving, emotional, intuitive. It could be people that are, very sensitive, people also that tend to be, that tend to fantasize, that are dreamy, but may also be gullible, impressionable, and very passive as well. Also, if the Sun makes a sextile to Mars, now let's say, for example, if the Aries Sun is at 29 degrees, and you have the Pisces Mars at 0 degrees, that would form a sextile aspect. So if you have a sextile aspect, between Mars and the Sun, there may be a good balance of this energy, and the person may be able to balance activities that are, more like pertaining, to the self, which is the sun, the true self. And then sexual partners, which is Mars. There could be a good balance and harmony of that energy, being able to balance activities easy with both. And also the sexual partners, again, which is Mars, may be more compatible with the true, self of the person, the basic fundamental character, again, which is the Sun. Also, Aries Sun can have physical related issues with the head, the skull, the face, eyes, and brain. Again, the ascendant is what dominates the appearance, the physical body, but the Sun can play a role in physical related issues. Now, Mars in Pisces, Mars rules physical related injuries. So Mars in Pisces may have physical related injuries connected with the feet, toes, pineal gland, or lymphatic or immune system. So those are, areas to look at. And as far as this position goes, that there may be susceptibility to certain, physical related issues. And also, Aries Sun, as far as the true self, the basic fundamental character, may be very outgoing, adventurous, and be enamored with new experiences. However, when you have the Pisces Mars, there may be an enthusiasm for activities in solitude, isolation, and seclusion. And Pisces Mars may have a tendency to fantasize more as opposed to acting on things. There may be a lot of, more activities connected with relaxation, meditation, things that don't require, a lot of, physical related activities. So the person may have a tendency to fantasize as opposed to taking like physical related action. But Mars is connected with physical strength. So the person with the Mars in Pisces may use a lot of their physical strength doing things that are Pisces related. It could be doing activities associated with boating or fishing or working on a dock or doing things that are beneficial to, the less fortunate, whether it could be, the oppressed, the impoverished, the homeless, the hungry, as some examples. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Learnard saying, stay well.